What's up guys, Nintendo Jab here, back with a new video, and we are going to be looking at some new information that just came out, some new changes, a new update, or I should say several updates for Pokemon Unite in celebration of the Unite 4th anniversary. Yes, it's been 4 years now since Pokemon Unite has been out, and honestly, these changes that they are proposing in this new dev letter that we got literally just a couple hours ago, these new changes might be the biggest changes that we've seen to the game in its 4 years. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the actual news here. Of course, letter from the producer, Pokemon Unite's 4th anniversary. We're going to go ahead and skip some of this. It's basically just, thank you for supporting the game, downloaded over 200 million times, stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff that's coming to the game. We're going to go ahead and look into that right now. So jumping into the actual meat here, Unite licenses for Mega Evolving Pokemon Legends ZA, a new frontier for the Pokemon series, is slated to release on October 16, 2025. In it, Mega Evolution is going to be key to battling. In Unite, we've implemented Unite licenses for Mewtwo, so it can evolve into, or Mega Evolve into Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y, and they're now planning on adding more Unite licenses for Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions, of course, to celebrate the release of Legends ZA. Now, they don't give a lot of details beyond that. Obviously, it does say here more details will be announced at a later date. It's kind of unclear right now whether this means it's going to be new Pokemon entirely that are not currently in Unite that will now have Mega Evolutions, or if we might even be getting Mega Evolution forms for Pokemon that are already in Pokemon Unite. Obviously, there are a ton of Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions in the other games, but they are not currently present in Unite, right? Charizard is one, for example, Blastoise, Venusaur, Lucario, Garchomp. There are quite a few Pokemon that are currently in Unite that do not have their Mega Evolutions in the game. The only ones that we've seen so far are for Mewtwo. So it would be pretty cool to see them revisit some of the current Pokemon in Unite and kind of update them and give them their Mega Evolution forms. But yeah, even just this one thing, honestly, it could be its own topic in a video, like what we could be expecting for these new Mega Evolution Pokemon, whether it's going to be older Pokemon being updated, whether it's going to be entirely new Pokemon with Mega Evolution forms. Are they going to be standard Pokemon, starters, legendaries even? There's a lot of interesting stuff that could potentially be happening here. So maybe we'll go ahead and make a follow-up video talking a little bit about some theories and what I think will possibly happen. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. But yeah, the next thing, huge changes once again. Groudon is coming to the Theosky Ruins. No more Rayquaza. We can basically say bye-bye to Rayquaza. The boss Pokemon Rayquaza, which currently appears after 8 minutes has passed, will now be replaced with Groudon. When a team defeats Groudon, all members of that team will have their attack power and goal scoring speed greatly increased. But not only that, if you KO a Pokemon that's under this effect, the effect will transfer to your Pokemon. They just shook up the game like crazy. People have been complaining about Rayquaza, and more specifically Rayquaza Shield, for literal years now. Yeah, I think this is just going to change up late game battles so much, if I'm being completely honest. It's gonna just, there's no real reason now to necessarily surrender as soon as the enemy gets Rayquaza now. Like, that's something that I feel like most people end up doing because, they just feel like Rayquaza Shield, like, it's gonna be so hard to break, and they're gonna score hundreds of points in just a couple seconds. Like, it's just not worth playing this anymore. Might as well move on to the next game. No. Now with this new mechanic where we can actually steal the Groudon buff, now this is going to make it so that you should still stick around. You should still try to get picks on the enemy team so that you can start to get that buff on your team and potentially win another team fight and turn the tides. This is going to be huge for late game battles. I'm honestly really excited for this change. It also goes on to say that we will also be adjusting when and where wild Pokemon appear, as well as the placement of the tall grass. These changes will make the top and bottom paths rules clearer while allowing all battle styles a chance to shine. We hope this makes battling easier while also improving strategy. So you can expect some of that placement of the tall grass to change. So maybe, some new areas to hide in or to, strategize and stuff. And also when and where wild Pokemon appear. So we can expect some changes to that as well. Very cool stuff. Honestly, honestly, I have a feeling that, you know, this one in particular is probably going to change up like the jungle camps, maybe even the Reggies, like maybe they might switch paths and stuff. Who knows? It's going to be really interesting to see. But yeah, not only are we getting a new legendary boss, but we're also getting changes to the actual map itself, which is really good because we've been playing this map for like what, 3 years now. So it's nice to see some changes coming. And the last part of this dev letter, we can see it says improved pacing for newly added Pokemon. One of Unite's highlights is varied battles that you can enjoy due to the wide selection of playable Pokemon. Going forward, new Pokemon will be joining the fray more often so that players can enjoy more strategies and playstyles. Start off from September, so 2 months from now, to December 2025, we plan to release 2 new Unite licenses, aka 2 new Pokemon per month, including Unite licenses for Mega Evolving Pokemon. We're also working hard to add even more Pokemon in 2026 and beyond. One thing that I do want to mention now that we're talking about Pokemon so much specifically is they mentioned it over here. Obviously, Latios and Latias will be joining soon. You guys have probably seen that in game already, but they're also going to be giving Gyarados for free. Gyarados' Unite license will be available as a gift for the 4th anniversary. So everyone's going to be getting Gyarados, which is pretty cool. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about this because I think the wording is very particular, and I think it's on purpose. We plan to release 2 new Unite licenses per month, including Unite licenses for Mega Evolving Pokemon. I don't know, maybe I'm looking into it a little bit too much, but to me, this doesn't necessarily read as we're adding 2 new Pokemon per month, but rather we could potentially also just be adding 2 new Mega forms per month. And that kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier when we were talking about this. I think the wording here kind of supports the theory that they might be going back and giving Mega forms to Pokemon that are already in Unite. So technically they're not new Pokemon because they already technically exist in Unite. But again, because they're saying 2 new Unite licenses and not 2 new Pokemon, it still fits into like, okay, maybe they're going to add Charizard, Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. Maybe they're going to add Mega Venusaur or Mega Garchomp or Mega Lucario, whatever it might be. And I think the wording here kind of supports that theory. Obviously, we also are probably going to be getting some new Pokemon as well. There's actually leaks that have already came out that indicate some of the Pokemon that might be coming, which is very exciting. Won't get into that just in case you guys don't want spoilers or anything. But if you do want to know a little bit more about that, make sure to comment down below so I can make a video on that as well. But yeah, guys, this is honestly some of the biggest changes that I think we've seen to Pokemon Unite in literal years. Again, like, we haven't really seen too much change with Unite, mostly balance changes and stuff like that. But now we're getting whole new things. We're getting more Mega Evolution. We're getting changes to the actual Thea Sky Ruins map. We're getting a new legendary boss Pokemon. We're getting more Pokemon more often, as well as those Mega Evolutions and stuff. They're even giving Pokemon that are kind of new away for free, you know, with Gyarados and stuff. These are some really great changes. It's not everything that is in the Chinese version of Pokemon Unite. Obviously, that version still has like the updated lobby. It still has the auto chess mode and stuff like that. Maybe that's stuff that they are planning to bring to the global version of the game in 2026, like they mentioned, you know, adding more stuff in 2026 and beyond. Maybe that's what they plan on bringing next year. Who knows? But for so far, you know, just this alone, these are huge changes. I genuinely think this is going to bring a lot of excitement to the game, and I imagine a lot of people are going to be revisiting it if they actually took a break from it and stuff. It seems like a lot of the content creators are already saying good things about this. So Sad Sam here, I know Spraggles went ahead and like retweet quoted this, saying that he, you know, wasn't expecting this and he's looking forward to it and stuff. It seems like people are really excited for this, and I can't blame them because me myself, I am as well. I cannot wait to see Groudon in Thea Sky Ruins. I cannot wait to see the map changes, and I cannot wait to see what Mega Pokemon do they bring to Pokemon Unite. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys think of these changes in the 4th anniversary dev letter down in the comments below. Always excited to read your guys' comments. Definitely will be making follow-up videos with some more theories and information in regards to this, so definitely subscribe if you have not. We're getting super close to 1K subscribers here on YouTube, so if you could help me reach that goal, I would really appreciate it. I definitely plan on making more Pokemon Unite videos now that we have some really really hopeful updates and changes to look forward to. So yeah, you guys definitely don't want to miss out on the videos, maybe even some live streams and stuff. It would be really cool to build a little bit of a community here on YouTube surrounding this game, even though it's already 4 years old now. Like, it's still going on, and obviously we're still getting some meaningful changes and stuff. So this is all really exciting. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Let me go ahead and let you guys get back to your day. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow in the next Pokemon Unite video.